everybody, and welcome back to the Brickazoid's Den. So today, I wanted to do a bit of like an update situation here with some of the Star Wars news, and just taking a look at some of these new sets that I am interested in, but I do have some problems with here. So we'll start with with this one here, the Boba Fett Palace, which is considered a Book of Boba Fett set. Now, you already know my deal or my spiel with all of this, where this is based off the Mando Season 2 end credits scene, which, man, it doesn't, this box art doesn't make sense to me. It was based off the 4 minute, like, or whatever long it was, not even 4 minutes, end credit scene of the Mandalorian Season 2. This had nothing, well, sorry, I shouldn't say that, but the figures in here didn't really do anything in the Book of Boba Fett TV show, so why is this branded under Book of Boba Fett? I don't know. I got a problem with it, and still a good set, though. I don't know. It's still a good set. It's still a good set. I'm definitely going to get it. $100. Looks, I don't know, kind of small for $100, and honestly, but playsets are good, and I like this one. I just wish maybe it was Book of Boba Fett related, and it shouldn't be branded under Book of Boba Fett, but whatever. What are you going to do? The build doesn't seem too bad. I've been seeing some, I think, like, reviews and things like that on it, and it looks actually pretty nice. I like the throne being able to be moved and things like that, with the door shutting and, like, the little eye thing that comes out to inspect C-3PO and R2-D2 from Return of the Jedi, and stuff like that. That's cool, nice details on the build, and overall, I really do enjoy the build. I mean, it looks very, very nice. I just think that some of the minifigures are just kind of, like, meaningless, nothing really crazy besides Boba Fennec, and I guess the Gamorrean Guard, really. Like I said, I wish there was at least two of them, but whatever. I wish there was a way to make Bib Fortuna look a little, like, fatter, you know, like he was in the actual end credit scene of the episode. But I kind of understand. That one is just me being picky. A lot of this is me being picky, but that in particular is just kind of like, yeah, I guess it's fine. And the rest of the figures I don't really have any connection to, are very unknown, very meaningless, very not named, I guess. Or not, I shouldn't say that, because they do have names, but I don't know. Nothing crazy interesting. And again, the problem with the box art shows Boba and Fennec. It's supposed to be Book of Boba related. And usual Mando sets have usual Mando box art, so why isn't this have the Mando box art? Yeah, I don't know. It kind of makes me a little annoyed, I guess, overall. But I still will get it. I'm not gonna, like, boycott it or anything like that. Again, I think the build is really nice, and the figures are but they're whatever. I still want the Book of Boba Fett Palace. Maybe if they do more Book of Boba Fett sets, we will get more figures related to the show. But for later this year, we will not be getting many Book of Boba Fett related sets, because the next thing I wanted to take a look at is this set. The Mandalorian's N1 Starfighter. Wow. What? Listen, the build, really nice. Like the build a lot. It is pretty big, and it has cool minifigures, very lackluster on the figures. But when you look at it, $60 US for that? For 411 pieces? Get out of here with that. That's nuts. And as well, I feel like this build is way too big. I feel like this build would have benefited from a smaller model. I feel like this should have been like a $40 set. And it should have been way thinner, way smaller. You know, maybe put some of those extra pieces towards making the build a little bit like smoother. Like there's a lot of studs on top action that we're looking at here with the wings. Not a crazy fan of that. I'd rather have it be much sleeker, so add some plates and things like that. And I think that could have been pretty good, but I think this is way too wide of a build. Like, these wings look way too wide. The N1 Starfighters are kind of supposed to be a little bit more sleeker, I think. And this one looks way just too oversized, in my opinion. Again, I don't want to hate on these things too much, because I am going to still get these, or at this one at least, but this one I'm definitely going to wait on for a little bit. I don't want to be paying $60 for that. That's nuts to me. Again, I feel like a $40 set, maybe 380, 90-ish pieces would have benefited a lot better, just to have a much smaller, sleeker design. Like they've actually been doing for some of the Star Wars sets. They've been going back through and making $40 versions of a TIE fighter, $50 versions of an X-wing, $50 versions of a Boba Fett a fire spray gunship, and I feel like they could have totally done that with this and made like a $40 N1 Starfighter, Mando's N1 Starfighter. I just think I think it would have benefited from it being a little bit smaller. I think it would have made it look much nicer, and especially if we're only getting really like 2.5 figures, maybe 3 figures. I don't know how you would really call it for a $60 set. That's crazy to me. Um, but overall, again, this is another thing that I kind of have a bit of an issue with. This leak was a Book of Boba Fett leak, and of course, it ends up being a Mandalorian related set, even because this is a part of the Book of Boba Fett show, which I understand. But why couldn't we just get? Well, why? I don't know. I don't know. It's a very like conflicting situation here, where I feel like maybe this set should have been actual Book of Boba related, and then they could have this be in this actual set be another slot on the leak list as like a Mando related set, because it really isn't Boba related at all. Really, it was Mando season 2.5. It had nothing to do with Boba, so just kind of a weird box art. I would have just used the Mandalorian box art, which I think looks better, by the way, than this Book of Boba action here. So yeah, kind of a shame, but it is a cool idea. It is a cool thing. It was in the episode, so I understand they got to make some money off of it. And if this is the way that they're gonna do it, then I guess that's fine. Let's see. Oh yeah, I want to talk about the figures actually a little bit. I want to go more in depth on those. The BD1 model, which you can really barely see. Let me see. Is there another picture in here? No, not really. Well, you can kind of see it right there. I sorry I don't have a close-up picture, but the BD1 model here, or the BD unit, whatever you want to call it, a lot of people are really enjoying it. A lot of people really like it. And I mean, I agree. I don't know. It looks a little weird. A little weird to me. I'm not too sold on it in particular, but I guess it's not the worst thing they could have done. It's just kind of weird. Kind of weird in my opinion. Then you also have Pelimato, which I know you can't see it in this picture. Sorry, again, I don't have the close-up pictures here. I think her face print looks a little weird, and I don't like that hairpiece for her. I would actually use like the more curly, like what was it, afro looking hairpiece kind of for her, maybe. I don't know. This hairpiece just doesn't fit her right. But overall, it's a good to have her as a figure in there. And then yeah, the Mando actually, I saw the close up pictures. I just don't have them on this video currently. The Mando looks like he might have a face print, which is interesting. I didn't really see the black headpiece a part of this minifigure. I actually saw some brown in there, so I wonder if they're actually going to use a Pedro Pascal face print for the set, which would be awesome. And then another thing, the Darksaber. Just make a new mold, please. God, Lego, just make a new mold. It looks so much better and so much cooler than this like lightsaber with a black rod in it. It just doesn't look right. So, yeah, those are my complaints for these two sets. I'll definitely get this one. I don't know if I'll get it on March 1st when it releases, I believe. And then this one here releases June 1st, so I don't know if I'm going to be getting that on June 1st. Probably definitely not, actually. I might wait on that one for maybe a Christmas time or something like that. Hopefully it goes down in price, but overall, these aren't, yeah, they're pretty bad. I have a lot of problems with them, but more so this Mandalorian Starfighter than the Book of Boba Fett or the Book of Boba Fett Throne Room. I can't even say the name right. So yeah, that's about it really. If you enjoyed that video, do the kind of YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys